Yeah, but yeah. Yeah, my camera's, I know, it's my camera. Yeah, all right. Daddy, you're on early? Daddy, you're on early.
I know.
It's really loud. You should turn your volume down.
Yeah, okay. What happened?
Nothing, I was just saying it's really loud.
That's what I have to listen.
Oh my God, where's mommy? Is she by you?
No, why?
She texted me something about putting stuff in the house, like bug stuff. So I said, haha, okay. She goes, what is ha ha ha? Are you going to put it on?
Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go do my laundry in the next 10 minutes. I'll be back.
10 minutes? There's only 8 minutes left. Can't.
It's just putting it in the washing machine. It's not gonna take that long. Mana Bua's on too. Hi, Bua. She's there. I don't know. Okay, bye.
Hi, Daddy. Hi, Krishna.
Krishna beta.
Samani पहुंच गई भैया?
Yeah, she's here.
हाँ?
Yeah, she's here.
I'm here.
Good, good.
Hare Krishna.
Ram Girdhari Prabhu is leading Kirtan, isn't it?
Yes.
Three more minutes to go. Shashi भी आ गए हैं.
Manju, Ram Giridhar Prabhu asked me to be his backup today.
हाँ बेटा, yeah, okay. शशि आ गए, मुन्ना आ गई. I don't know. Only our family is here right now.
Always how it usually is, Rabbi. That's how it is.
Maharaj should be. Obedya, did you get the number for Maharaj to call in?
No, number hasn't come through, so it's the same issue. Zoom is like so stupid, so I filed a complaint. Same thing that was happening with the YouTube stuff. I filed a complaint yesterday. We'll see.
It's so hot outside.
I know.
Very well.
Yesterday I went and walked at 2 o'clock. That was such a mistake.
We went to walk today.
Not at 2 o'clock.
Not 2 o'clock. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah, I know.
Go step out and you have spent all the...
What? Don't do that to her. That's not nice. Dad, Mom, what'd you say?
I see you step out and it's so... You get just...
Yeah, it's like sticky. I know.
3 hours today.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
I took the trash a minute ago and I'm like sticky from that.
Maharaj is here.
Yes.
2 more minutes to go. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
આ લોકો બી દોડે તરત જ પેલી દોડે. Not with the નિયમ. Good. Yes, good. You never had any of it. So, yeah. Now, Mila मैंने याद करो.
Okay, Abhishek, you want to start, then I'm with that, we'll catch up.
Yeah, hold on. Let me mute everybody.
Send out with that message that he's here. And
Okay.
with here. Okay.
Give him a second to connect to audio. There he is. Okay. Prabhu, I'm going to go ahead and mute everybody. Mute,
Sure.
mute myself, mute Dad. Go ahead.
Hare Krishna.
Hey Krishna.
Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine.
padaya Krishna prasthaya bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine
Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvisesha Sunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine
Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Prachanine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine
Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda
Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda
Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasati Gaura Bhaktavrinda
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Ramo Ramo Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare.
Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Shri Govinda Gopinath, Madana Mohan.
Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Shri Govinda Gopinath, Madana Mohan.
Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Shri Govinda Gopinath, Madana Mohan.
Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Shri Govinda Gopinath, Madana Mohan.
Shyama Kunda, Radha Kunda, Giri Govardhan.
Shama Kunda, Kunda Giri Govardhan.
Shyama Kunda, Radha Kunda, Giri Govardhan.
Shama Kunda, Radha Kunda Giri Govardhan.
Kalindi Jamuna, Jaya Jaya Mahavan.
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 Jai Radhe, Jai Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Shri Govinda Gopinath, Madana Mohan.
Jaya Radhe, Jaya Krishna, Jaya Vrindavan, Shri Govinda Gopinath, Madana Mohan.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ramo, Ramo Ramo, Hare Hare.
Jaya Radha Natavar Radha Natavar Radhe.
Jaya Radha Natavara Radha Natavara Radhe.
Jaya Gaura Nitai Gaura Nitai Gaur Nitai Jaya Gaura Nitai.
Jaya Gauranita Jaya Gauranita Gauranita Jaya Gauranita.
Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada Jaya Prabhupada.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
Nitai Gaura Hari Bol Hari Bol Hari Bol Nitai Gaura Hari Bol.
हरिनाम संकीर्तन महायज्ञ की जय। कलयुग धर्म हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की जय। श्री श्री राधा नटवर भगवान की जय। निताय गौर सुंदर भगवान की जय। श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय। समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की जय। निताय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल। थैंक यू सो मच।
Thank you, Prabhu. Yashomati Nandana Brajabaranagara Gokula Ranjana Kana.
Yashomati Nandana Brajabaranagara Gokula Ranjana Kana.
Gopi Paranadana Madana Manohara.
Gopi Paranadhana Madana Manohara.
Gopi Paranadana Madana Manohara.
Gopi Paranadhana Madana Manohara.
Kali Adamana Vidana.
Kali Adamana Vidhana.
Kali Adamana Vidana.
Kali Adamana Vidhana.
Amalaharina Mamiya Vilasa.
Amala Harinam Amiya Vilasa.
Amalaharina Mamiya Vilasa.
Amala Harinam Amiya Vilasa.
Vipina Purandara Navina Nagarabara.
Vipina Purandara Navina Nagarabara.
Vipina Purandara Navina Nagarabara.
Vipina Purandara Navina Nagarabara.
Vamsi Vadana Suvasa.
Vamsi Vadana Suvasa.
Vamsi Vadana Suvasa.
Vamsi Vadana Suvasa.
Brajajana Palana Surakula Nasana.
Rajajana Palana Surakula Nasana.
Brajajana Palana Surakula Nasana.
Rajajana Palana Surakula Nasana.
Nanda Godana Rakhovala.
Nanda Godana Rakhovala.
Nanda Godana Rakhovala.
Nanda Godana Rakhovala.
Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara.
Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara.
Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara.
Govinda Madhava Navanita Taskara.
Sundarananda Gopala.
Sundarananda Gopala.
Sundarananda Gopala.
Sundarananda Gopala.
Yamuna Tatachara Gopi Vasanahara.
Yamuna Tatachara Gopi Vasanahara.
Yamuna Tatachara Gopi Vasanahara.
Yamuna Tatachara Gopi Vasanahara.
Rasa Rasika Kripa Moya.
Rasa Rasika Kripa Moya.
Rasa Rasika Kripa Moya.
Rasa Rasika Kripa Moya.
Shri Radha Vallabha Vrindavana Natavara.
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 Bhakti Vinodashraya.
Bhakti Vinodashraya.
Bhakti Vinodashraya.
Bhakti Vinodashraya.
Jaya Radha Natavara Radha Natavara Radhe.
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 Jaya Goranitai 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 Jaya Goranitai.
Jaya Gauranitai, 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 Jaya Gauranitai.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Lord Krishna is the beloved son of Mother Yashoda, the transcendental lover in the land of Vraja, the delight of Gokula, Kana, the wealth of the lives of the gopis. He steals the mind of even Cupid and punishes the Kaliya serpent. These pure holy names of Lord Hari are full of sweet nectarian pastimes. Krishna is the Lord of the 12 forests of Vraja. He's ever youthful and is the best of lovers. He's always playing on a flute, and he's an excellent dresser. Krishna is the protector of the inhabitants of Vraja, the destroyer of various demoniac dynasties, the keeper and tender of Nanda Maharaj's cows, the giver of pleasure to the cows, land, and spiritual senses, the husband of the goddess of fortune, the butter thief, and the beautiful cowherd boy of Nanda Maharaj. Krishna wanders along the banks of the river Yamuna. He stole the garments of the young damsels of Vraja who were bathing there. He delights in the mellows of the rasa dance. Very merciful, the lover and beloved of Srimati Radharani, the great dancer of Vrindavan, and the shelter and only refuge of Thakura Bhakti Vinod. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. Thank you. Hare Krishna Maharaj. Manjari Maharaj will probably
And
need
ask Raj, there he is, he's unmuted.
probably you need to-
Hare Krishna, Bhai. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Can we share our screen?
Yes, sir. 1 second. Let me set it up. Okay, Maj, go ahead. You can share.
Let's see, where's the button? There it is. Yeah,
The
okay.
little green button.
Share screen. Yeah.
Yeah, it should be in the. If you're on your phone, Raj, it's in the middle. It's like there it is. There we go. Perfect.
Okay. And then we want to go to our PowerPoint. And Alt FR. Okay. Okay. How do I, oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, make that minimized. Yeah. Okay, click here. Okay. So, Oma Gyana Temirandasya. Gyananjana Shalakaya. Chakshurun Militam Jaina. Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Yeah. So we're all born in ignorance about what is this world? Who are we? And of course, even cannibals in the deepest part of the jungle, yeah, can wonder about the same thing. Even dogs sometimes you can see they're thinking about, oh, what's going on? Yeah. So we've been invited to participate in kind of a symposium, especially with Miguel Polo, who's our old friend from San Marcos University, which is the oldest university in the Western world in Peru. And he's the head of philosophy there. And then Hector Behar, he's a professor in several universities. It's like something like 82 years old now or something, 83. And he was a general when he was a young man with Che Guevara, this whole revolutionary effort against the imperialist capitalists and so forth, so on. Then he was in prison for some time, but he continued with all of his effort of working, writing. Then he was given amnesty and actually started a whole very important political movement, you know, published journals and so many things, very nice person. So anyway, with two of them, the topic we're suggesting is in Spanish, virus y Vaishnavi. Okay, viruses and Vaishnavi. And of course, if you can see our screen, you see there's a really exciting picture of the virus there. And then the Vaishnavi, we have Mother Mary, the Queen of Heaven. Yeah. And this is, of course, for Latin America. Down below, we have our address, Anjana Sudha Academy, jairama.us. Okay. Okay. So can you see the next slide?
Yes, Raj, we can.
Okay. What does it say?
KSS de Mundo.
Okay. What is this world? You say mundo, mundane. Okay. So of course, that's the big question. What is this world? We see so many phenomena. And then we have time moving everything. Is there any culture which doesn't have a word for time? You know, such a powerful concept. Lord Kapila tells his mother Devahuti, internally, people who have the talent, they can experience me as the Paramatma. You know, intuition, insight, Holy Spirit. You know. And those who look externally, that kind of dominate things externally, they see me as the time factor. So time is the external manifestation of the Paramatma. Yeah. But of course, in material consciousness, we try and look at it through, you know, Euclidean geometry, and time is a line. It goes one direction. It only has, you know, it has no branches. Every step is just the same size. Very German in a view of time. Yeah. So of course, if we start to investigate, we discover this. So what is this world? Okay, we're talking here. Next slide. Now can you see our next slide? Yes, we can see it. I hope so. Okay. So who do you see there?
We can see it, Marge.
Who do you
Arnold
see?
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah. No, that's Conan the Barbarian.
I don't know.
Yeah, famous. When he was younger guy, famous guy, you know. So in one of his movies, some evil witch who's been living on the blood of different people, you know, by mystical powers and driving great power and maintaining her youth. So somehow or other that gets smashed, and Conan is leaving. She's becoming old, and she says, "I'm going to die. I'm going to die." And Conan the barbarian kind of says to himself, amazed, he says, "Vamos, todos vamos a morir. Lo cuentes como vives." We're all going to die. It's how you live that counts. So, talking about pandemic, talking about a virus, this is one of the first things to deal with is that, okay, we're going to be successful in becoming free from the threat or the reality of death from this virus. You know? And everything's okay. Yudhisthira is being questioned by the Yaksha at the edge of the lake. And if he answers the questions properly, all his brothers will come back to life and so on. So the Yaksha asks him several questions. He says, who makes the sun rise? You know? And Yudhisthira thinks and says, Lord Brahma. Okay. Who does he keep as his associates? All the gods, you know. So he goes on like that, asking many questions. What is the greatest burden? He said, Yudhisthira thinks, and he says, the earth can support so many things. You know? But she has trouble supporting even one liar. Yeah. And finally, after answering all the questions, the Yaksha says, okay, one more question. You know, what is the greatest amazement? What is the most amazing thing? And Yudhisthira thinks and he thinks and he thinks. He says, finally, the most amazing thing is that every moment people see other people entering into the temple of death and not coming out. And they then think that they think, I will never die. So this is the very first principle, that if we're obsessed with this idea that I will be free from this pandemic, this, that thing, everything else, but even Arnold Schwarzenegger, Conan the Barbarian, his solution was, okay, in the face of death, let us live a great life. You know? And it's not bad in some ways. It depends how far you take it. The Nobel laureate, Albert Camus, very famous for his obsession with death, his consideration, very primary. So he developed his philosophy of the absurd, which is very close to Dylan Thomas. Dylan Thomas said, do not go softly into that long, dark night, but rage, rage, rage against the falling of the light. So that was it. We just by taking up the absurd battle of trying to fight for life, you know, living, we glorified ourselves, and that's the only hope there was. He was starting to become a Catholic. Okay, so even this is a very common perspective we're talking about, is that some people have realized that death is there, and there's some kind of adjustments to it, such as ignoring it and living well. Okay. Then we have the Mahabharata. We're coming to India now. Of course, most of our audience will be other places. And if you look at go to the YouTube and look up Peter Brook, Mahabharata Kali Yuga, you get a very, very nice section from Peter. Peter Brook was one of the greatest, of course, classical British directors. One of his most famous things, the very first things was the movie The Lord of the Flies, which is very, it's a word like archetypal. Then he also did the classical British plays, and he wanted to make Indian culture, world classics available to European people. So he did Gurdjieff's All and Everything. And then he did the Mahabharata. And Mukunda Maharaj met him when he was going through it. And he had like 7 or 8 different Mahabharatas he was reading. He developed some comprehension. To him, the whole essence of all of it was Dharma. What is Dharma? So it doesn't go, all the way to our culture, but it brings some very, very strong perspective in. This is very good for Western people to see this. He does it in such a way that it's accessible to Western people. So many times, and for Indians, it seems kind of strange because you're used to certain things. But if you look at it, what do you call it? The presentation is very nice. It's a very, very long link here, but I tried it. It works. This is in the drama when somehow the Yudhishthira is talking about the Kali Yuga, how it started. And he's trying to go away with his brothers in the forest. You can tell they're in the forest because he hasn't been able to shave every day. And the prince says, before you leave Yudhishthira, you must tell me, has the Kali Yuga started? And he starts to reflect and have a vision, and he gives this description, which is so incredible. It's just, the same ideas that we find in the Mahabharata, and this, terrible, deep. And then he says, and then, the waves and going on. Then he describes the end. It's very, very good perspective. The Mahabharata, everything else is pointing out that there is this destructive aspect in nature, and it's unavoidable. It's archetypal. So we don't want to be pessimistic, but there's the fact of actually not sticking our heads in the ground and appreciating that in this world there is, birth, death, disease, and old age. So we'll look at the next slide here. Okay, this is Bhagavad Gita. Everybody please chant. Janma Mritya Jara Vyadi. Janma Mritya Jara Vyadi. Dukkha Dosha Anudarshanam. Dukkha Dosha Anudarshanam. Bhagavad Gita 13.8. So here Krishna is telling Arjuna what is how do we know? He's talking about what is knowable, what is the object of knowledge, what is the result of knowing, and how to know. So he describes something like 28 different elements necessary to acquire knowledge. I think the very first one is humility. Yeah. Do they teach that in the university? Do they humiliate you? Yeah. So, but so many people, Newton said the same thing. You must be humble. Then as he's going along, in the 8th verse in this section, he mentions this: Janma, Mritya, Jara, Vyadi, Dukkha Dosha Anudarshanam. Birth, death, old age, and disease. Well, one should keep a very, very careful, scrutinizing, attention to these things. In Spanish, then, la percepción de lo malo, de nacimiento, la muerte, la vejez, y las enfermedades. Estos son el impulso para sabiduría. Perception of the evil of birth, death, old age, and disease. This is the impulse, for wisdom. So that's why it's here. Why do these things exist? These 4 things push everybody to inquire. Why am I dying? I don't want to die. Why am I getting old? I don't want to get old. Why is there disease? Why is there, what else we got? Birth again, taking birth again. That first. Even in our life from day to day, we can see, I don't want to do this, but by the end of the day, we've done it. Then the day rises again. So even within one day, we're born and die. And we're pushed again and again to do so many things which we try to avoid. Mark Twain said, I have no trouble giving up smoking. I've already done it 21 times. Okay. Pushed. So these questions come up in the Christian tradition, in China and Confucius, so many places. So Krishna is saying that these things are what actually pushes to try and solve this problem. And it can be solved. So in that sense, the coronavirus is a coronavirus. Another point then looking at this is William Blake course, one of the most famous English poets, and also a very mystical person, or artistic guy, very nice, interesting person. He said, even fleas have little fleas that bite them. Okay. So even the coronavirus has little viruses which attack it. Okay, maybe it's alive or not, whatever. But the only perception we have of it is the nameless, faceless enemy. And the only thing we want to do is to destroy it. You know? But what kind of intelligence is that? What is this world? Are there dark, nameless enemies? You know, World War II, to a large degree, was carried on even by that time, with that perspective. So much consciousness of just other people being non-persons. Of course, so much of Christianity is based upon the fact that animals aren't people. Animals don't have souls. Only human beings have souls. Only human beings are spiritual. So, but it's there. So everywhere we find that, that everybody, even the coronavirus, as much as we're looking at it as a personal enemy or anything else, it also has its anxieties. It also has its hopes. It wants to live. It wants to expand. So this is some understanding we're trying to discuss of what is this material world. Okay, we go ahead here. La pandemia nos empuja a comprender que no debemos desear la belleza del nacimiento ni evitar la fealdad de la muerte. The pandemia is pushing us to understand that we should not desire the beauty of birth, springtime, smiling new babies, or avoid, the fealdad, the ugliness of death. In this world of dualities, we will always have both. Of course, Socrates points this out. You may think, no. He said it's happiness and distress, death and birth are like two faces of the same God. As soon as one shows up, the other is on the way. He said, whenever you're being happy with materialistic gratification, you should be thinking, oh, suffering is just around the corner. And whenever you're suffering in materialistic life, you should be thinking, oh, happiness is just around the corner. Because it's a duality. If we turn away from Krishna, we turn away from everything. We start the game with 4 people and nobody has any money. But after maybe 40 minutes, somebody has $40. What does that mean? The other 3 people between them have a debt of $40. That's it. The only way you can be happy about life is that if behind it is the background of death. Because it's very shallow. It's very shallow life, materialistic life. So this is the advantage of these things. And the Prabhupada says old age is a very good friend for the devotee. Which is to realize these things. Okay. Oh yeah, okay. If we adopt this attitude of seeing everything with equality as part of a whole big picture, then we can begin to see the painter behind the picture. In the mode of passion, I want this, I want that, I want this, I want that, we're starting to distort the mode of goodness. But it's like twisting the mirror, so things look perverted. And then the mode of ignorance is completely covered with steam. Now I have this, I have that, I'm attached to matter, and I cannot see beyond like, oh, it's very nice. The next moment, oh, it's terrible. We're following the log down the stream. Sometimes it's pleasant and sometimes it's terrible. And we can't see the broader picture. In the mode of passion, we have an intuitive sense that I'm not this body. So Kshatriyas and people like that, we have these mottos, death before dishonor, and so on. But in the mode of goodness, then we can begin to see that, okay, yeah, this is behind this, there has to be a painter. There has to be a world where there's immortality, and there has to be a world where there's real apples, not just reflected apples. Srimad Bhagavatam 761. Please chant along with me. Shri Prahrada Uvacha Komara Achara Pragno Dharman Bhagavataniha Durlabam Manusham Janma Tarapi Adruvamartadam. Paramar said, as personas, those persons who are sufficiently intelligent should use this human form of body from the very beginning for self-realization. In other words, from the time of infancy, one should practice activities of devotional service, abandoning all other occupations. The human form of body is very difficult to obtain. And even though it is temporary, like other bodies, it is very, very important, because in the human body, you can practice devotional service. Yeah? Un poco, and even a little bit of this, my goodness, a little bit of the service can give one complete perfection. So it's not that we're saying that you shouldn't make an effort, because that's a part of Krishna's plan. It's to whatever effort we have to stay situated in the mode of goodness in the human body. You know? And then we can actually see, well, what does Krishna want? Krishna wants us to come back. Krishna wants us to join the fun. Krishna's waiting for us, because we are an integral part, an essential part, the spiritual world, which is growing and expanding, and there's so much to do, so many wonderful things to investigate. And as long as we're intoxicated with the movie show, we can't go outside and join the real world. So we should struggle to keep in the mode of goodness like that. And Krishna wants us to. And ultimately, of course, the real struggle is against our own vanity. Okay, finishing off. God has designed the world so that the majority of people should live in the village. We're discussing this with Abhiram today. What is the word in Spanish? I say pueblo. A pueblo is more like a town. But actually, you should live. We came to the conclusion it is in a, got the name of it, like a commune with the word. But it doesn't mean that exactly. And it means like 20 to 40 houses. Okay, 20 to 40 houses together there, and maybe some families, and it's sufficient. Then off in the distance, you can see the next commune, next collection of people. There they are, so far away, but they're not there. But yeah, this is the way naturally that nature will support people. And you can go back and forth and have different things happening. And some people, okay, living in towns, and some people living in cities. But most of you just go to these things for a temporary benefit, to pay the taxes, to get some new tools. But you actually live with the same family for generations. The Ayurvedic doctors know the families there for generations. They know the local herbs. And if some kind of virulent plague comes, which it will, then it's very quickly to send notice that we have these problems, so please stay away and please send us some help. Okay, so the only way the bubonic plague or the Spanish flu were defeated was by control. Ramgavidari is saying maybe they'll come up again with one bullet, they'll counteract it. But hopefully Krishna will go on showing, and this is what Miguel and everybody else were saying too, that we've come to the point in industrialization where we're destroying the world. We can fly in the sky like gods, we can hurl powerful weapons of fire across the skies, destroying the oceans. Okay, so Krishna says, you're not handling this, so I'm going to start making adjustments. And the intelligent people, okay, start to change their lifestyle, start to move into the village. And then it becomes very natural. We had a program with the National Museum of India in Calcutta, vice chancellors, governors of Mukundakam Sharma, former justice of the Supreme Court of India, two more former governors of West Bengal. And again, it was a contribution of ancient India towards making a better world. Ecology, literature, art, poetry, education, philosophy, medicine. And museums said it would never have seen such a nicely attended program. And the work was so hard to organize that. But it was very successful. And we published the proceedings of that. And all these things, it was coming back, medicine, agriculture, everything, entertainment, everything was coming from this point that people are designed to live for many generations in a small community and be integrated very nicely with the biggest resources on the planet. If you need like these big planetary resources, mystical weapons and everything else, okay, they're quite available. But the main thing is that Krishna arranged it so we can live simply and develop introspection. And by that we can begin to realize who we are, and then we can actually wake up our original consciousness, which is never ending and full of ever expanding happiness and satisfaction. So this is the first part of virus. Now, how does this relate to women, Vaishnavi? And of course, that's the second part. So probably on Sunday, we'll do a program in Spanish with all this. And the following Sunday, maybe we'll bring it into this point of Vaishnavi. Ladies, subtitle is Global Pandemic and the Role of Women in Modern Society. So any questions or comments? Tacit consentit. What does that mean, Mr. Lawyer? I got a lot of lawyers here. Tacit consentit.
I have no idea.
It means, come on, your uncle's a lawyer. He who says nothing gives his consent. Tacit consentit.
Yes.
All that is necessary for evil to prosper is for good men to do nothing. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
no question for Maharaj? No.
So Abhishek Singh, are you embracing the global pandemic as your little brother and feeling sorry for him?
I'm sorry, Maharaj?
We have to embrace the global pandemic as our little brother and realize he's being naughty for a certain reason. Send him back to his proper place.
Yeah, I mean, I think we're all very grateful that, grateful in the sense that it's forced us to put Krishna in the center of our lives. Hopefully he was there before, but there's so many opportunities to listen and to read more because devotees are putting out so much more content. So while it's a bad thing, I think at the end of it, the very crux of it, we should also be very grateful that this happened and kind of reevaluate and kind of recenter our lives.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Is that Prabhupada says for a devotee, every single problem that comes to you is another opportunity to advance. And so eventually you get up to escape velocity and you're out of the world. I remember one point, maybe 7 years after I was a devotee, I was in our office in San Francisco, the Bhaktivedanta Institute, small place up on the second floor, behind the table, I remember. And all of a sudden I realized that I was always happy. And it was shocking. I said, but hey, wait, and my mind was going, well, this and that. But I saw that my intelligence had come to the point where whenever I was disturbed by something or in distress, my intelligence could tell my mind, no, you have to look at it this way. It's, oh, wow. So for 7 years, basically I became a Brahmin. What happened? Brahma means Nasochati Nakangsati. Then of course it goes on to become more intense, and then we actually enter a natural position. This is always happening. Maybe we'll go now because we're still burning data here, even though we're, oh boy, it's going to be expensive. So I'll be going now then. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Gurudev.
I
Hare
have
Krishna.
Thank you. So, anything, I think Maharaj is gone, so discussion is ends. Maybe Dima, are you ready for the single prayer?
I just asked him to unmute, Daddy. 1 second. Yes.
Okay, Anna, let's go.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Namaste Narasimhaya.
Pranadhanadadaine. Can sing. Anyakashipurvaksha.
Hiranyakashipurvakshaः
Shinatankanakanaye.
Shilatankalakalaye.
Ito Narsingo Parato Narsingo.
Ito Narsingo Parito Narsingo.
Yato yato yami tato Narsingo.
Yato yato yami tato Narsingo.
Bahir Narsingo Hridaye Narsingo.
Bahir Narsingo Hridaye Narsingo.
Narsinghamadam Sharanam Prapade.
Narasimhamadam Sharanam Prapade.
Davakara Kamalavare Nakama Putashinga. Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringa. Keshavadita Narahari Rupa. Jaya Jagadish Hare. Jaya Jagadish Hare. Jaya Jagadish Hare.
Dalita Tanupanga Kesavadita Narupa Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare Jaya Jagadish Hare
Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev.
Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev, Jaya Nrsimhadev,
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj.
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj.
Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada,
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada,
Jaya Jaya Gurudev,
Good.
Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jai Narasimha Bhagwan ki
Jai.
Okay, thank you, Riddhima Anna. So, who's leading tomorrow, Manjari?
No, Thanaprabhu had let me know yesterday or the day before that Musa's not available, so they'll be singing on Sunday. I asked Poonam Jayanti, but she hasn't responded yet. But it'll probably be her tomorrow. Musa and Thanaprabhu will be on Sunday.
We can ask Poonamji right now. I think she's online.
Yeah, let me ask her. I texted her.
Okay.
Uncle, I'm asking you to unmute. But everyone unmute yourself. Unmuted. Uncle, can you and Auntie actually can Auntie lead tomorrow and you be her backup?
No, that we can do that.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, so that's Poonamji and Abhayji will be leading
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Actually, we
8 o'clock.
Yatra in our home, so we're gonna sing also.
You're gonna sing too? Okay.
So we're just leading. We're gonna lead.
But yeah, text me. There's a lot of, I don't know what you're saying.
I was saying that we're gonna lead the kirtan tomorrow.
You are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, then I'll just then we'll redo it. So Tanra will be Sunday, and then I'll figure out the schedule for the rest of the week.
We have a Yatra tomorrow in our home.
Okay. So do we want the program to start earlier tomorrow for the light?
What is that tomorrow?
Tanra,
We're gonna do a little Jhulan Yatra tomorrow.
Okay, so
The same thing.
8 o'clock won't get late or dark outside?
Julan Yatra will be inside and not outside.
Okay, okay, then it's 8 o'clock. I was thinking we do it earlier.
Okay. We'll have, okay, so Hare Krishna, so meet you, see you tomorrow.
Hare
8
Krishna,
o'clock.
everyone.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Okay.